So today I'm going to pick up right where we left off the other day, and this is the exact screen we were looking at when the bell rang on Monday. So looking at this first problem at the top, we were just finishing that up, and as a reminder, what we had done is we had taken these equations that are expressions, that are in rational exponent form. We had written them in radical form, and then I had reminded you that we could take this power, and instead of it being inside the radical, we could actually write it outside the radical. And what that allows us to do then is to have the square root of 4, which we know. The square root of 4 is 2, and so now that becomes 2 to the 5th power, which you can look in your calculator, or the sub should be giving you a power sheet that you can look at to see that 2 to the 5th power is 32. That power sheet is just a table that has the numbers up to 20 and raises them to a power. Some of the bigger numbers get big very quickly, so you don't have very many powers of them. The smaller numbers, you have more. And you can use that as a reference sheet, and you'll be able to use it on the test as well. Number 2 is completed. Remember that the negative exponent flips the expression into the denominator, and then we have the square root of 9 in the denominator, and that power is even now. The numerator is 1, so the square root of 9 is 3, so therefore this simplifies to be 1/3. Number 3, the start is good. We have the 4th root of 9 squared cubed. Now the 9 squared came from 81. 81 is the same thing as 9 squared. So we can simplify this to be the 4th root we can simplify this to be 9 to the 2/4 power, and then we still have this cubed on the outside. Okay, now 2/4 is 1/2, right? So that means in the parentheses we have 9 to the 1/2 power cubed. Well, 9 to the 1/2 power is the same thing as the square root of 9. So stop and think about that. The square root of 9 is 3, and then cubed. And 3 cubed, again, if you look on your power sheet, is 27. I'm kind of squeezing that in there. So our answer is 27. That was not the fastest way to get to the answer, but that was definitely a way to get to the answer. So now that you've seen that way, I'm going to take the same expression and I'm going to actually erase everything there, and I'm going to rewrite it again and show you yet another way to do the same problem. If you look on your power sheet, you'll actually see that 81 is 3 to the 4th power. Okay, so I can rewrite 81 as 3 to the 4th power. Now, I'm raising a power to a power, which means I multiply the exponents. So I'm going to bring that 4 times 3/4 over here and do it. 4 over 1 times 3 over 4 is 12 over 4, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So when I multiply these exponents, my answer is 3, which means that this whole thing over here equals 3 to the 3rd power, which again you can look on your power sheet or use your calculator to determine is 27. So that's a little bit faster way to do it, and the reason it was faster is because right away I wrote 81 as a power of the smallest possible number. Before we had 9 squared, which was true, but 3 to the 4th power is using even a smaller base, so we get there quicker. Okay, here's the big news, and you can see it from this problem. We've taken 1 and rewritten it in radical form, and 1 to the 7th power in here is 1, and the 8th root of 1 is 1, and the big news is 1 to any power is 1. So, 1 to the 3/4 power, you don't even have to mess with it, 1. 1 to the 1/2 power, 1. 1 to the, 9/10 power. 1. 1 to any power is 1. Okay, so that's this first video. I'm not going to give you an assignment that's only this, but we're going to go right on to the next video. So we're going to stop this one, and then you can watch it again if you need to, and we'll go on to the next video.